If you want to get seen, booked, and paid without chasing every opportunity, stop thinking like a content creator and start thinking like a publicist. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the exact mindset and moves that publicists use to turn one appearance into a whole pipeline of clients. And by the way, welcome to my mobile office if you're joining this channel for the first time. I'm Kai, and I've helped founders and experts turn one single interview into weeks of visibility, new leads, and real revenue. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple, repeatable system to pitch smarter, show up stronger, and multiply every win into at least 30 different assets. And we'll cover 3 shifts today. One is packaging, the second is pitching, and the third is propagation. With these quick steps and a story for each of them, of course, then I'll give you a free template library to plug into today. So that way you can have something built by the end of the day and start pitching. So why does all of this even matter, right? Publicists don't wait to get ready after the invite. They package their clients so that producers can say yes, or editors, magazine editors can say yes just in one glance. So think about it this way. If you're helping people in your industry right now, you really want to define your point of view into one sentence. And that is, I help blank, that's your audience, get blank, that's the result, without blank. That's the annoying thing that gets in the way. Another thing that you can do after you've created your statement, I help blank get blank without the annoying thing blank, then you really want to create a one sheet. What's a one sheet? It is a single document that is one page that has your bio, 3 to 5 talk topics, credibility bullets, like where have you been seen before, your headshot, and a contact link. Like, this is all the information that someone's going to need to book you for a podcast, a speaking gig, any of the things that you really want that will help you be super visible. The next thing that you want to do, I know I'm going a little fast here, but I want to make sure that you get all of this information. You can pause, take notes, anything that you need to do. The next thing is that you need to craft a PR first intro. That means that you have to have a hook, authority, plus an audience win for every appearance. Okay? People are going to want to know this. And you're going to want to assemble a proof folder. Whether that's your portfolio, past clips, testimonials, logos of companies that you've worked with. And something that's really important is a 90-second highlight reel of you in action. Whew, catch my breath here. There's a lot of stuff, right? And that's why we got to think this way. Lastly, you want to have a document that tells your story. Like, when I tightened a client's one sheet from 3 pages to 1, there was an editor that replied in 17 minutes, like locked in and ready to go, right? Same person, new packaging, and new results. Like, that's what happens with this shift. When you make the information readily available so that publicists can, editors, producers can read it, right? That's when they know that you're ready, and they will be on it just like that. So shift number 2 is that once you have all of those assets ready, then you really want to start pitching, right? And you want to lead with value, not with vanity. Okay, and what does that even mean, and why does it matter? Publicists study the room first, because that's what we're talking about today, how to think like a publicist. They pitch the gap, not necessarily the features of the guest. So this is how you can start to do that is first you want to research the platform. Skim the last 10 episodes if it's a show or a podcast, and note patterns in what's missing on their platform. Write a value first pitch using hook, like what's going to hook them, get their attention, using authority. Why does this guest, the person that you're pitching, maybe it's yourself, why do you have authority? And also share a win. Like, all you need is one paragraph each. Hook, authority, and audience win. Then you want to offer some angles. You want to provide maybe 2 or 3 headlines or topics that are really tailored towards the show's audience, like how it is that they're serving their audience. What promise are they making to their audience? So you want to do that research so that way you can speak to that. And all of this work is so that you can make it easy for them to say yes. So include your one sheet, your link, maybe 3 suggested dates if it's a podcast. Also, you can add a 60-second voice note or video intro so that way they can really get your energy and where it is that you're coming from. Then you want to share your story. Here's an example. One time I opened up a pitch with the host's own promise that they make to their audience. I opened up that way, and it showed exactly where I was actually pitching myself at the time, where I could add value to what's missing. I led with that right up front. And their reply started with, "You did your homework. When are you free?" That's the level of research that we want to display when we're replying to editors, producers, etc., right? We just really want to be prepared and know what it is that we're talking about. So last one, let's talk about propagation. Okay, this is our 3rd shift, number 3. And we want to be able to turn one yes into at least 30 assets. Why does that matter, right? Publicists measure ROI, and that's return on investment, by the way, in momentum. The appearance is just the beginning. It's not the end. So you show up on a talk show, or you show up on a podcast, or you show up at a VIP event opportunity. That's just the beginning. It's not the end. So what you want to do is you want to clip it. Pull 10 to 15 either quotes or hooks or objections that you overcome, with your talk or with your appearance or with your speech. Then you want to transcribe it. And from the transcription, let me tell you, this is so valuable. You could draft a newsletter, you could draft a LinkedIn article, you could do a carousel from the transcript. These things are gold, right? And they're all coming from just one time that you showed up in front of the camera. Then what you can do after you pull from the transcription is that you can template it. Save top comments or testimonials into your media kit and your sales assets. Okay, because we're not just having these things around just for fun, because they're pretty. This is actually This is a tool that you can use to close sales, which is how you translate your visibility into dollars, by the way. You want to make sure that your prospective clients know what you're up to. Here's another one, is that you can retarget it, right? You can run some low-cost ads to warm audience, featuring the 3 strongest clips that you pulled from your last performance or speech or talk or lunch and learn. And after you do that, you can re-pitch it. You can send this same pitch or a similar one to other opportunities as well. One pitch that you've created can be, rejudged, nuanced, to send back out and use to repitch. And then after one live interview, you clip these 30 reels, if it's long enough, right? If you did an hour and a half talk, you can get easily 30 reels from that. You can post that for 4 weeks, and you can use that to get booked paid speaking gigs. This is the gold. And sometimes people, if you're talking to the right audience, right? Let's say that you're posting this on LinkedIn in front of a whole bunch of HR people. Well, then maybe one of those will be interested, so that way they can pay you for a speaking gig at their organization. So hosts who saw the repurposed clip, they don't have to see the original live. They can check it out and be interested. The ripples is what I'm trying to tell you. The ripples pay longer than the original splash. So when you think like a publicist, package your brand so you're easy to book, pitch to the gap so that you're impossible to ignore, and propagate every win so that it keeps working while you sleep. There's templates that go along with this, so don't worry if you didn't catch everything. My pitch template library, one sheet layout, and a checklist to turn any interview into 30 assets is inside the PR Rockstar School. It's a $5 a month classroom community where I host all the templates and weekly action steps. So grab it now and link in the description and post your first pitch by the end of today.